Hi guys, and welcome to another session of Facebook Live here with us at Elfie Training. Today we're going to be talking about the Level 3 Award in Education and Training, and I'm sure you already know about that because you've been following us on Facebook, so you've seen our alerts today that have gone out. So just a quick welcome again. I'm hoping that a lot of you enjoyed last month's Facebook Live, which was with SJ, our new Head of Learning and Development, and she last month was talking to you guys about safeguarding the Mental Capacity Act. And I'm hoping that a few of you maybe took her up on the offer that we were delivering then. Such really important subjects, so I'm hoping that we had quite a bit of uptake there. Today, as we say, I'm talking about the Level 3 Award in Education and Training. I'm going to use my whiteboard just a little bit, so I'm hoping that's in shot here. I've used a couple of people to help me set up today, so I'm hoping it's all running smoothly and we're not just ending up, without my face in or with the board back to front or other little funny hiccups that we've had. So the Level 3 Award in Education and Training, and the reason that I'm speaking on this today is because this is my pet project, okay? It's my absolute favourite course, and I am the course tutor for this subject. For those of you who don't know my history, I adore that moment in teaching a class where you see the penny drop, where somebody's opinion has changed, where somebody now understands exactly what you're getting at and how that applies to them in their workplace. So that's the bit I really love and I strive for. And I've been working for Elfie, as we know, for 4 years now. Before that I worked also as a trainer in a variety of subjects. So it's really something that I love to deliver because this isn't specifically about health and social care, this is about training. And I hope that many of you guys watching today are from our regular client base of health and social care. I'd name check you, but I don't have somebody on the end of my camera. So I'm hoping there are some of you guys out there who are maybe looking for a course where you've got a staff member who you want to start delivering your mandatory training. But equally, this course is the base level course for anybody wanting to go into teaching or training. So it's actually open to everybody, not just in health and social care sector. Now, obviously, there are some prerequisites, of course. We ask that our learners are over 19 years old, okay, 19 or over, purely because you're going to be at the front of a class commanding respect from people in front of you. And this is preparing you to teach anybody from the age of 16 up. So we're looking at somebody who's got a little bit more life experience who can present well to a class, okay? This course that we're delivering, we're accrediting now with QualSafe Awards. I mentioned them a couple of months ago actually, with the Citizen Aid. So this is another award that they're accrediting for us. It's a fantastic partnership and they've really simplified the course requirements that we need to achieve. Now this course we deliver over a 2-week period. We spend 3 days in the classroom in the first week and 2 days in the classroom in the second week. Now there are companies out there who will shorten that down. But let me talk to you about why we do it in this way, okay? Equally, there are colleges out there who will offer it as a night school, okay? We do it over 5 days with the break ideally in the middle so that we give you time to develop yourself, okay? And really come out as a rounded person at the end of it. So there are 3 criteria that we're looking to meet, 3 units that we cover. So one of those is understanding our role, responsibility, and relationships in teaching and in education and training. Okay, so one of those is on that area, our role, responsibilities and relationships in education and training. So what are we looking at there? Well, our role to make sure that it's a safe and secure environment for us to do learning, a positive learning atmosphere. So we'll talk about the different elements that play in there. Things like, brainstorming for us what was a good learning experience that we've had maybe, and what may have been a poor learning experience and how we can make that better, as well as things like, making sure that we've got adequate breaks, those sorts of things. Responsibilities, okay, to our learners, to ourselves, to our establishment, okay, so maybe we are working on behalf of my company. I need to make sure that these staff are up to speed with this particular thing. Maybe that's medication administration, or maybe that's I don't know, understanding how to use a particular computer program. Okay, so our responsibilities there, and our relationships, both with the learners and with other people that we may need to direct our learners to. The next subject area that we look at is understanding and using inclusive teaching and learning methods. Okay. Oh, hello, spelling today. There we go. Understanding and using inclusive teaching and learning. So again, an area where we're going to look at the basics behind learning styles and how we can approach teaching, different methodology that I might want to use, if I want to use the whiteboard, if I want to use a PowerPoint projection, if I want to be really hands-on with something, okay? And then we're going to use those as well in our safe environment. So during our 5-day course, we will expect to see you delivering on a subject of your choice, okay, using these teaching and learning techniques that we've looked at, okay. So you'll need to plan for that session. We'll support you with how to lesson plan, how to ensure that that's happening well, get all of that together, and then we do that lesson in the class, okay. Safe environment for us to practice things and get used to it. The third then area is understanding assessment methods, okay, understanding assessment in education and training. And what we mean by understanding assessment, it's all well and good that I've done some teaching, but how do I evidence that? Okay, so when I've got somebody coming in to inspect my business, how do I evidence to that company that these people are physically competent or have the understanding behind it to show that, okay? So understanding assessment is a really key feature which will then build into your lesson plans, and we'll look at obviously setting SMART objectives that are specific, measurable, achievable, realistic and time-bound objectives during the class, and then how we're going to assess those. And assess those at the right level for that learner, okay? So 3 key areas that we cover within the course. And of course we're going to assess those in different ways ourselves. So it's important to consider how we're going to be assessing those. Now, the second one, obviously I talked about, there would be the micro-teach element, where the learners on the course will need to teach the rest of the class on a subject of their choice. It's just a short snippet of training, but we've got a good opportunity for you to practice some of those inclusive teaching and learning techniques. Okay, so that's a key element of that second module, that second unit, how we're going to assess that. Obviously then, there is also assessment for this around what your lesson plan looks like, okay, and your justification for your lesson plan. So why have you chosen to teach in this way? What do you know about the class already, and what can we prepare for in case there's something unexpected? For the first one, we're going to assess that by getting you to create some information sheets, some leaflets for potentially new trainers in your organisation, so that they would know how to do that. And I'll support you with all of that learning, because it may be that you're not currently working in a training establishment and you're looking to now do that. So we'll create that frame for you to do that in. And the third one, understanding assessment. Again, we're going to be looking at some form of information leaflet. I'm not going to call it an assignment, but it is an assignment at the end of the day. It's not an essay, all right? We just want the key information on assessment and what types of assessment I might use at different times. This one, actually, we can cover quite a lot using tables to show what we're talking about. So not a huge amount of writing, but there is a lot of commitment to the week. So the first 3 days in the first week, we cover some of the background information from this one, we touch a little bit on this one. Then we've got that period away from each other where we're going to be preparing that lesson plan and hopefully writing our assignments for the first one. So when you come and see me in the second week, I can take this, I can get it marked, I can get you your feedback so that you can build on it for your others. And of course you'll come in and you'll deliver that session, that micro-teach, with your peers then involved in that micro-teach and providing you with some informal feedback before my more formal feedback. and then a little bit of time after the course, okay? So depending on numbers of the course, I take a maximum of 8 people on this course because it's simply, otherwise we don't have enough time to commit to each other. So what we tend to have is a little bit of time towards the end of the final day where we can start to look at all of the bits that you need to take away and write an action plan for you to take away so you know exactly what other bits we now need to make sure are done and submitted to me. Now, it's not completely lone working, okay? I will arrange an e-meeting with you, so a meeting over whatever means we like, okay? Be that by Skype for Business or GoToMeeting or just over the telephone, so that we can run through and just check how you're doing, okay? I want people to achieve. It is perfectly possible to achieve all of this within the 2 weeks that I set. You just might want to take a look at, oh, I've been asked to cover this shift here, so I set realistic timescales. I work with you as to when you believe that you'll be able to hand in that assignment, okay? And I'm not the big, scary, bad wolf. If you come to me and you say, look, realistically, I'm not going to get it in on that date, please just let me know, okay? Because then I can rearrange my time so that I'm able to then mark it promptly when you are able to submit it. So that's what we're after. Okay, that's the content of the course a little bit. We spend, as I say, those 5 days together, we crack out some of those assignments, and then we give you the action plan to walk away with, all right? So it's a really nice, comprehensive way of getting across all this. And then you can go and, I say, deliver subjects that you have subject knowledge of, okay? So let's say you've got a degree in music, and you want to go and start teaching people some basic music lessons. This would be a great underpinning thing for you to go and do, all right? Maybe, as we know, our main sector is health and social care. You're working for your organisation, they want to make some budget improvements, so they're going to come on this course, pop you on this course, you'll come and do this course, and afterwards you'll be able to go and teach things like how they want care plans written in your organisation, okay? Maybe how we're going to deliver personal care in your organisation so that everybody's expecting the same standards when you're doing that. Perhaps you come from a different environment again. Perhaps you come from, I don't know, outdoor education, where you want to start offering extra maths tuition. Whatever it might be, this will give you that grounding, okay? So those are the main aspects. It replaces a previous course called Preparing to Teach in the Lifelong Learning Sector, okay? It's a one-off course. If you've got your petals, you don't need to come on this. You're welcome to come on it and upgrade your skills, but you don't have to come on this. So this will last you for life as such. Who's it suitable for? We said somebody 19 plus who is either knowing what they want to teach or already maybe teaching in that environment. And it's quite a lot of commitment, as I said. So we've got different assignments and maybe contemplate how much we're going to be doing in the evenings, because there will be stuff after each day, as well as that period between the 2 weeks. So 3 days in the first week, a break, and 2 days in the second week. All right, now to the nitty gritty. I am next delivering this course here in Poole between the 3rd and the 5th of October, and then the 10th and 11th. Let me grab the pen. Okay, so I'm delivering it the 3rd to the 5th. Can we do writing today? Nope. The 3rd to the 5th of October. And then the 10th and 11th. And we said that I need to see you on all of those dates so that we can make sure everything's tidied off, okay? So the 3rd to the 5th and the 10th and 11th of October is when it's next being delivered here in Poole, in our new swanky offices that I've banged on about before. And it will be delivered by me, okay? And we'll get through all of that paperwork and it will be here, okay? Now our regular course price for this course is $495 plus VAT per person. Okay, it's a course for life. It's a pretty good price. I'm going to offer it to you guys at $450 plus VAT. Only if you quote Facebook Live, though. All right, there's a purpose for me doing these sessions. So $450 plus VAT if you book it and you mention Facebook Live to the team. How do we book it? Obviously, call the office 01202 725 080. Select option 1. Speak to Joe, get it booked in. All right. Now, perhaps these dates don't work for you, perhaps pool doesn't work for you, that's fine. Speak to Joe and we can take a look at what else we're doing. Perhaps you've got an organisation, you've got a few people you think you can get together for a course. It's important to obviously think about, I can't run open courses everywhere because we need to get people together, but perhaps you've got a couple of people in your organisation and you know maybe an organisation down the road, or you've got a friend who you could bring in. We can get some dates together for you as well. So do give Jo a call, let her know what you're thinking, and we can get it booked in for you. As I say, it's still going to be me though. You're stuck with me because it's my favourite. I'm not going to give it away. All right, and then the process after the course, okay? Once I've got all of your work back in and I've marked it, I've provided you with feedback, obviously I must go through quality assurance. Our quality assurer, we know Kirsty, okay? You may have seen her photo recently on our Care Standards little Tuesdays thing that we're doing on Facebook as well. So Kirsty will quality assure it. Kirsty's background in education and training, I'm sure you guys are all aware, extensive, including shadowing an Ofsted inspector for 6 months. I mean, I should be scared, right? She's checking my work. And once Kirsty's okayed it, then it will go to the awarding body, then we'll get your certificates back, then we share them with you, okay? So, pretty good course. I love it. I hope I've shared a little bit of passion, but again, you get any more questions, phone Jo if it's questions about course booking on that office number, phone the office and ask me, if you want to talk to me a little bit more about content, okay? So I'm Talia. It's my name, it's going to stick around, I promise. My name's all over our website as well, and our number, hopefully you got it down the first time, I'll just give it again. It's 01202 725 080. Thanks very much, guys, and remember, we'll see you for Facebook Live at the end of next month, so the last Friday of the month, again at 2 o'clock. Thanks very much.